Okay, Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome to the session on Ramayana. This series called Ramayana Rasamritam. Today is session 3. We are discussing about Guha's devotion for love, the epic friendship between Rama and Guha. So before we get into the actual discussion today and tomorrow on the auspicious occasion of Hanumat Jayanti, the birth of Hanuman, uh, the Janana Mahotsav of Hanuman, we have little Akshara who is going to recite Hanuman Chalisa. She has memorized all 40 shlokas from Hanuman Chalisa and she's going to recite now. Okay? Yes, Akshara. Now you go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudara Paranau Raguvara Bimala Yasha Jodaya Kapalachar बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बलबुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसतिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बलधाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति कै संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर आए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस वदन तुम्हरो यस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहिता ईसा यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कभी कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना राम मिलाय राजपद दीना राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
मंत्र विभीषण मान लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानो, प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जल दिलांघि गए अचरज नाही, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय, बोलो हनुमान की।
Everybody repeat. Ram Lakshmana Janaki Jai Bolo
हनुमान
Hanuman
की।
ki.
नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नवनीति के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, अष्ट सिद्धि नवनीति के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय,
Jai
बोलो
Bolo
हनुमान
Hanuman ki.
राम
Ram
लक्ष्मण
Lakshmana
जानकी
Janaki
जय,
Jai
बोलो
Bolo
हनुमान
Hanuman
की।
ki.
भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय माडेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय माडेरा, राम लक्ष्मण
Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki. Ram Lakshmana Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki.
बोलो हनुमान,
Hanuman ki.
बोलो हनुमान,
Hanuman ki.
बोलो हनुमान,
Hanuman ki.
पवन तनया संकट हरना, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहिता, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। जय श्री राम।
Jai Shri Ram. Pavanaputra Hanuman ki.
जय।
Hey, wonderful. That was great job, Akshara.
थैंक यू।
A big high five here. Wonderful, wonderful.
थैंक यू।
Yeah, we are blessed. We are blessed to hear Hanuman Chalisa from you. So happy. Yeah, and everyone, for your information, Akshara has memorized all the 40 slokas from Hanuman Chalisa. So, this Hanuman Chalisa acts like a protection shield around us. It protects us from all kinds of dangers. Every day we go to different places in our day-to-day life. We do different things. We face so many problems. But Hanuman Chalisa acts like a protection shield. So, very good. You want to say anything about Hanuman Chalisa, Akshara?
That like after you learn it, Hanuman Chalisa is really easy.
But
Yeah.
learning is tough.
Yeah, learning is really tough, but if you practice it daily, it'll be really easy.
It'll be easy. Yeah, it'll become easy. So when did you start learning this?
I think when
1.5 years
yeah,
back.
1.5 years back. Yeah,
Okay. So who taught you this? Your mom or
my atta.
your atta? Okay, your dad's sister.
Yeah,
Okay. Good. Very good.
and then I just followed the Surya Gayatri video, and then
Okay. Yeah. You're blessed to have such relatives, nice relatives who can teach you some spiritual stuff. Very good. So today, tonight or tomorrow, you call your atta and thank her. And ask her to join this call and teach us something. Yeah, very good. Okay. Did you know that today is Hanuman's birthday?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's get started with our discussion today. Uh, So every day we have been discussing some katha, either Krishna katha, Rama katha, or some katha. And from time to time we discuss the importance of hearing Bhagavad katha, the Hari katha, Sri Hari katha. There is one beautiful shloka from Śrīmad Bhagavatam from 3rd canto, 25th chapter, 25th shloka. This is a conversation between Kapila Muni and his mother Devahuti. Kapila Muni is an incarnation, avatara of Bhagavan himself. Krishna has incarnated into 26 incarnations that are described in Bhagavatam. Out of those 26 incarnations, one such incarnation is Kapila Muni. Like Buddha, Kalki, Parshuram, Matsyakurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narsimha, Krishna, Rama, Balarama, and so on. Kapila Muni is also one of the 26 incarnations. This chapter, titled as The Glories of Devotional Service, Kapila Muni describes the importance of Bhakti Yoga to his mother Devahuti. The shloka goes like this. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana kataha tajjoshanadan swapavargavartmani shraddharatirбhaktiranukramishyati. Satam, of pure devotees, prasangat, through the association, mama, my, virya, wonderful activities, samvida, by discussion of, bhavanti, become, hrit, to the heart, karna, to the ear, rasa, ayanaha, pleasing, katah, the stories, tat, of that, joshanath, by cultivation, Ashu quickly, Apavarga of liberation, Vartmani on the earth, on the path, Shraddha firm faith, Rati attraction, Bhakti devotion, Anukramishyati will follow in order. In the association of pure devotees, discussions of the pastimes and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation. And thereafter he is freed and his attraction becomes fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service begin. Okay, so Satam Prasanga. Satam means pure devotees. Prasanga. Sangha means association. Prasanga means Pravishta Rupena Sangha. The best association. The best association of devotees. So what happens when we are in the best association of devotees and discuss Krishna Katha or Rama Katha? That Katha acts like Rasayana. It's Katha Rasayana. If Rasayana is basically some liquid or it's like a medicine, nectar. For example, if you have mango, you squeeze mango and make juice out of it. That is called as mango rasayana. So like that, the nectarian juice of the Katha, Krishna Katha, Rama Katha, what does it do? It gives satisfaction to Hrit and Karna. Hrit means heart, Karna are the ears. Hrit Karna. Rasa Ayana. The word Rasayana has two meanings. One is the liquid, the juice. Another meaning is pleasing. Rasa Ayanaha. See, if you are eating Rasagulla, the juice is the one which gives the taste to the tongue. Without the juice, if you just eat Rasagulla, it doesn't taste good. So the actual taste is in the juice, in the syrup. So rasayana, that which gives us pleasure, that which is pleasing to the heart and ears, is the katha, the stories, the leelas, the pastimes of Rama and Krishna. And what is the result of this? The first result is by hearing Krishna Katha, Rama Katha, our heart and ears will be pleased. Not only that, see, that is the only goal. If our goal is just to get some entertainment, some pleasing, some pleasure to the ears and heart, we can listen to any music. The music also will give us pleasure to the heart and ears. But what are the other benefits the Katha gives? We will develop three things. As we hear Katha, we will develop three things. What are those three things? Shraddha, Rati, Bhakti. Shraddha is firm faith. We will develop strong faith on God. The more we hear, the more stronger the faith becomes. Right now, our faith is weak. We have some faith, but it's weak. So, to strengthen this faith, we need to hear more about Krishna. We need to hear more about Rama. When it comes to developing faith on God, there are two steps. First step is knowing about God. Second step is knowing God. So what's the difference? They both sound the same. They both sound similar, right? Knowing about God and knowing God. So is there a difference between these two, or is it grammatically just a twist and grammatically twisted phrase? No, it's not grammatically twisted phrase. There's a difference. Knowing about God and knowing God, there's a difference. For example, when you go to a doctor, the doctor will check your vitals, blood pressure, diabetes, the sugar levels, calcium, magnesium, potassium, manganese, this and that. There's a long list of vitals. So this is the data. The doctor knows about you. This is the data the doctor knows about you. But that doesn't mean he knows you. Knowing you means knowing what you like, what you don't like, knowing your personality, knowing your life, knowing when you feel happy, when you feel sad, knowing what are the struggles you are going through in life. Is the doctor interested in all those things? No, he's not interested. The relation between doctor and the patient is a pure business transaction. Doctor's purpose is to know about you. If you go to a doctor with some fever, the doctor wants to know only about the fever. If you go to a doctor, doctor will not say, "Oh, come on, sit down. So I want to know, how your life is, what kind of struggles you are going through." The doctor is not interested. If the doctor starts hearing like this from every patient, he will become a patient. The doctor will become a patient. So he will not do that. He's not interested. There's no relation between the doctor and the patient. So it's only limited to knowing about the patient, but not knowing the patient. Whereas the parents of the person, they know him. They know in and out of him. They know everything about him. They know about him and they know him both. From the data point of view, the parents has all the data of the person, of the child. And from a psychophysical point of view, the parents know everything of the person, of the child. Similarly, in the process of developing faith, Shraddha on God, this is a two-step approach. First step is knowing about God. Like what are the different avatars of God? What did God do in different avatars? In Krishna Leela, what did Krishna do? In Rama Leela, what Krishna did? In Krishna Leela, how many wives Krishna had? In Rama Leela, how many brothers Rama had? How many years Ramachandra spent in Vanavasa? How many years Dasharath Maharaj ruled the kingdom? How many years Dasharath Maharaj lived up to? And how many years Ramachandra ruled the kingdom? And when did Ramachandra complete his Ramavatara and went back to Ayodhya Loka in spiritual world? And how many Rakshasas Ramachandra killed? So this is all data. This is the first step. We should know, definitely we should know about this data. But this will not give us the emotions, feelings, the bhava, prema for God. For that, we have to go to the next level, that is knowing God. knowing the heart of God, knowing the Bhakta Vatsalyata of God, knowing the Karuna Hrudaya of God, knowing the Audaryam of the God. So this is knowing God. When we uh, when we do the Shravanam, the Katha Shravanam, in these two approaches, knowing about God and knowing God, then the Shraddha will become firm. So what are the three things that will happen? Shraddha, Rati and Bhakti. Rati means attraction. As we hear Katha, the more and more we get attracted to Krishna or Rama. If you don't hear anything, there is no attraction. The more you hear, the more attraction you will develop. And as we develop stronger attachment to God, we will be able to develop detachment from worldly things, vairagya. Otherwise, artificially, we cannot renounce things in the material world. So we need some attachment so that we can detach from what we have attachment for now. Right now, we have attachment for material things. So we need another attachment so that we can leave this attachment. So that is Rati, attraction. Finally, Bhakti. Bhakti is actually devotional service. So when we have faith, Shraddha and Rati, attraction, then the actual devotional service will begin. So all these things will start from Shravanam, in the association of devotees. Satam prasango mama virya samvido. So we'll recite the shloka together. Ramesh garu, మీరేం చెప్పాలనుకున్నారా? ఇందాక హ్యాండ్ రైజ్ చేశారు.
First is information. The second is what is the various ways to know the God. In the meanwhile, you explained everything.
Okay. Yeah. So first one is information. Second one is knowing the heart of God. Krishna reveals his heart in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavatam, in Ramayana. Rama reveals his heart. So when we know that, then we know God. But if you just
Shraddhavan
read...
labte jnanam. Shraddhavan labte jnanam in Bhagavad Gita.
Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Yes. Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Yeah. So if you hear with attention and faith, you will get Bhagavad Jnanam. Shraddhaval labate jnanam. Tatpara samyatendriyaha. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita. So let's recite the shloka together. And then we'll get into the discussion of Guha's devotion for Rama. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido.
Satam prasangan mama virya samvido.
Bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kataha.
Bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kataha.
Tajoshanadaśvapavargavartmani.
Tajoshanadaśvapavargavartmani.
Shraddharatirбhaktiranukramishyati.
Shraddharatirbhaktiranukramishyati.
Okay. So with this goal in our mind, we'll pray to all acharyas so that we get this opportunity of hearing Katha every day, either Krishna Katha, Rama Katha, every day.
Guruji,
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Last time you also tell about AAA in the same context. First is attracted.
Last Thursday?
No, not last Thursday. Sometime back, you discussed about the same thing. The 3 levels of bhakti. Triple A. You said, remember triple A insurance,
Correct. Yeah.
attraction and absorption. And then I forgot something.
Attachment.
Attachment, yeah.
Yeah. Attachment or affection. So first one is attraction. You need to get attracted. You need to get attracted to some kind of katha. Some people may like Krishna katha. Some people may like Rama katha. Some people may like Bhagavad Gita. So you need to know where your interest is. So attraction. Then once you know your attraction, you keep hearing that. Then you become absorbed. Second A is absorbed. Absorption. You become absorbed. You hear that very attentively. You hear that with Shraddha, Asakti. And by doing so, you will develop attachment, affection, loving affection for Krishna, Rama.
Bhakti.
Bhakti, yeah.
Same thing, na Prabhuji?
Same
Those
thing,
3.
yeah. Same thing, yeah. Okay. So looks like we have some new person on the call. Shruti Balaji. Hi, Shruti.
Yeah, hi Andy.
Yeah, good. Thank you for joining. How did you get this information?
Actually, I got it in some group.
Group,
I
okay.
don't remember. I joined this, but I couldn't attend it. I think today is the first class.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Do you
thank you.
మీరు టెంపుల్ కి వస్తారా రెగ్యులర్ గా?
Yeah, హనుమాన్ టెంపుల్ కి రెగ్యులర్ గా వస్తా. ఇస్కాన్ కి మంత్లీ వన్స్ అలా వస్తాను.
ఓకే. యా చూసారా, నన్ను చూసారా ఇంతకుముందు ఎప్పుడైనా?
యా చూసాను.
ఓకే.
యా.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Since last 2 or 3 days, we have been discussing about today is the third day, right? Yes. So Monday, Tuesday we discussed, and today is the third day. So this is a thematic study of Ramayana Rasamritam. We are taking some different important themes from Ramayana and discussing in great detail. So the first one in this series is Mitra Bhava series, Sakya series, the friendship of devotees of Rama. The first one is Guha's devotion for Rama. So yesterday we have discussed how Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, after leaving from Ayodhya and after crossing the border of Kosala Rajya, they reached Tamasa river, and then they stayed there overnight. Where did that go? Probably that's in a different. Yeah, this one. Yes. So when Rama, Sita, Lakshmana were going on the chariot of Sumantra, lot of people from Ayodhya followed behind. And then when they reached Tamasa river, it was night time and everybody fell asleep. And during that time, Ramachandra decided that the Vanavasa is only for him, but not for the citizens of Ayodhya. So he wanted to send citizens of Ayodhya back to Ayodhya. So he wanted to trick them. He wanted to develop a strategy by which he can send them back to Ayodhya. He asked Sumantra to drive the chariot for a short distance towards Ayodhya and then take an alternate route and again come back to Tamasa river, pick up Rama, Sita, Lakshmana and then go towards Dandakaranya forest. So in the morning when the Ayodhya Vasis, when they wake up, the people who were sleeping at the Tamasa river, when they wake up in the morning, they did not find Ramachandra and they are worried, where did he go? And then they started seeing the tracks of the chariot on the ground, and they kept on following the tracks of the chariot wheels, and then finally they landed up in Ayodhya. So they thought that Ramachandra went back to Ayodhya, but when they reached Ayodhya, they did not see Ramachandra. The entire place was still like a desert, and the temples were closed, and it was a place of misery. And here, after crossing Tamasa river, Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, they kept on walking in the forest, and they reached the banks of Ganga river. And there, Ramachandra says that there is his friend by name Guha. There's a beautiful shloka here in this context. Tatra Raja Guho Nama Ramasya Ramasyaatma Samasaka Nishada Jatyo Balavan Stapatischeti Vishrutaha. Valmiki says, this is the introduction of Guha. Valmiki is introducing Guha like this. There lived the mighty king Guha, who was born in the race of Nishadas, hunters, and became famous as their lord. He was a friend to Rama, who was like his own self. Tatra Raja Guho Nama Ramasyat Samasaka Nishada Jatyo Balavan Stapatischeti Vishrutaha. So here, the phrase that Valmiki is using is Ramasya Atma Samasaka. Like a soulmate. Atma Sama. Atma is soul. Sama, equal to the soul, equal to himself, equal to Rama. And he is a friend. But is he really equal in everything to Rama? No, he is not. There are many differences between Ramachandra and Guha. Ramachandra belongs to Surya Vamsha and Guha belongs to Nishada Jati, hunter. And Ramachandra learned all the Astra Shastra Vidyas from Vashishta Muni. And Guha is illiterate. He did not have any education. And Ramachandra, he is the master of, he is an expert at using bow and arrow and many other weapons. Sarvashastra Bhritambara. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvashastra Bhritambara. Oh no, not in Bhagavad Gita. Sarvashastra Bhritambara, Vishnu Sahasranama. In Vishnu Sahasranama, there is a line, Sarvashastra Bhritambara. Sarvashastra Bhritambara. Shastra means weapons. Bhrita means the skill of using those weapons. Bhrita. Or the one who carries those weapons is called Bhrita. Shastra Bhrita. Sarva Shastra Bhritam Vara. Vara means the best. In Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says, Pavatam Pavanam Asmi Rama Shastra Bhritamaham. Rama Shastra Bhritamaham. In 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Rama Shastra Bhritamaham. Of all the wielders of weapons, wielders is an English word which means a person who can carry the weapons, who can use the weapons, who can, who can master in using these weapons. Rama Shastra Bhritam Vara. Whereas Guha, he is a simple hunter and boatman. And how is Rama's character? He is gentle in speech, merciful to all. Whereas Guha, he doesn't have a gentle speech. He is aggressive and rough by nature. Nishada Jati, right? So, as per the nature, he speaks a little rough and his behavior is aggressive. Wealth, Ramachandra, he is a prince. He is a prince of Kosala Rajya. Whereas Guha is a small king. It's a small king for a small group of Nishada community. Ramachandra is very beautiful. In appearance, Ramachandra is very beautiful. Whereas Guha is fearsome to look at. So there is a gulf of difference between Rama and Guha. There's a huge difference between Rama and Guha in all different aspects. But still, Ramachandra made friendship with Guha. And when they both meet, Guha is very happy, definitely, seeing Ramachandra coming to his home. But he maintains some protocol because he knows that Ramachandra belongs to a royal family. So he maintains some protocol. Whereas Ramachandra, Ramachandra was holding the hand of Lakshmana and he was dragging Lakshmana and running towards Guha. So he is so eager to meet with Guha. And there are two different variations, one of Ramayana. One variation describes that Guha only directly hugged Rama. Guha hugged Rama first. And another variation says Rama hugged Guha. And while Ramachandra hugging Guha, without speaking a single word, Rama asks the welfare of Guha. How does he do that? Rama hugs Guha tightly, and by pressing onto his bones on the back, Ramachandra with his palms pressing onto the bones of Guha on the back, Ramachandra is asking for the welfare of Guha without saying a single word. I mean, that is something you have to experience. I cannot explain that in words, but you have to experience that. So you hug your child and practice this. So that's a great way of communication. So, there is an old movie, a beautiful song was there in that old movie. Lipileni kanti bhasha. Some nice song was there. Lipileni kanti bhasha. So it doesn't have any script. There are no aksharas. It doesn't have any script. But the sign language between two lovers is only through the eyes. Lipileni kanti bhasha. So like that, the two lovers here, Ramachandra and Guha, they are talking without any words. That is a kind of affection Ramachandra is showing to Guha. And Valmiki is describing Atma Samasaka. Tatra Raja Guho Nama Ramasyatma Samasaka Nishadajatyo Balavan Stapatischeti Vishrutaha.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Guha have wife and children and all, Prabhuji? Is he married?
Those details are not given, but I think so, because he's a king, right? He's a king of that Nishada community.
Right.
Yeah.
But his wife and all not mentioned, because I thought maybe Sita can talk to her like that.
No, they stayed only one night there. They stayed only one night.
In the Ramayana that came in the TV, that original Ramayana, Ramanand's Ramayana, in that they have shown actually his wife and children, and Guha asked his wife to make food nicely and everything, and then when he brings to Rama to eat, he refuses to eat.
Yeah, for the cereal they have to add some masala. Otherwise, it
But
will not be.
Ramanand Sagar, no Prabhuji, but Ramanand Sagar cereal did not have any masala. Mostly it was all true, only that's what was said. I don't know what. Just I thought I'm adding it. That's it.
Yeah, no, the description is not given. See, the entire episode of Rama meeting with Guha is given in 3 chapters. In Ayodhya Kanda, it's given in 3 chapters. 49, 50 and 51. 3 chapters. So you can read these 3 chapters and these details are not given.
Maybe in Ramcharitmanas, Prabhuji?
Maybe some other Ramayana. Yeah, maybe. So when Rama meets with Guha, this is what Ramchandra says. Guha-masatya dharmatma nishadadipatim priyam guhena sahito ramo lakshmanena sahasitaya. So this is there in Sankshepa Ramayana Slokas also. Every day we read Sankshepa Ramayana Slokas, right? So this is there in Sankshepa Ramayana also. Actually, there are 2 Slokas in Sankshepa Ramayana related to Guha. One is Shringibera Pure Sutam Ganga Kule Vesarjayat Guhamasadhya Dharmatma Nishadadipatim Priyam. That is Shloka number 29. Next, Shloka number 30. Guhena Sahito Ramo Lakshmanena Cha Sitaya Tevanena Vanangatva Nadistirva Bahudakaha. So Shringibera Pure. This is the place where Guha lives. Shringibera Pura. So what's the meaning of this town, Shringibera Pura? Shringi means deer. Shringi means deer. Bera, in Sanskrit, Bera means skin. Shringibera means deer skin. Pura is that town. It is that town where deer skin is available. That means all the hunters, Nishada Jati community, they do hunting, they kill the deers and then they get the skin of the deer. Shringibera Puri. So yesterday we were discussing those 3 circles, right? Let me go back to that circle there. So here, yesterday we discussed this. So let me go back and complete, what we were doing here, right? So after Tamasa river, then Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, they come to Guha, Shringiberapura, and then we discussed about how Lakshmana, when Guha made arrangement for Rama, Sita to sleep, and then Guha made another bed for Lakshmana also to sleep, and then Lakshmana said, I cannot sleep when my Ramachandra, when my brother is suffering like this. How can I sleep? So I have made a promise, I have made a vow not to sleep for 14 years. And then we discussed about Lakshmana's wife Urmila, how she was sleeping in daytime for Lakshmana, and her actual sleep during night time. So in fact, there is a shloka. There is a shloka that Lakshmana says to Guha. When Guha offers Lakshmana a bed to sleep, Lakshmana refuses, saying that how can I sleep when my Ramachandra is suffering? Katam dasharadi baumau shayana sahasitaya shakya nidra maya labdhum jivitam va sukaniva. How can I sleep or even live happily when Rama, the son of Dasharatha, is lying on the bare ground along with Sita? Katam dasharadi baumau bhumau shayana sahasitaya shakya nidra maya labdhum jivitam va sukaniva. And before that, before coming to Shringiberapura, or before coming to Tamasa river, when they were in Ayodhya itself, when they were about to leave from Ayodhya, Lakshmana made a promise to Rama. Bhavamstu saha vaidehya girisanusuramsyate aham sarvam karishyami jagrata swapataschate. Jagrata swapataschate. Jagrata means waking. Swapata means sleeping. Lakshmana tells to Rama that, oh dear brother, I will protect you, I will do everything for you, whether you are sleeping or awaken, or you are awoke. I'll promise that I'm ready to do everything for you. Aham sarvam karishyami. Aham means I. Sarvam, everything. Karishyami. I'm ready to do everything. I will take care of you. You, along with Vaidehi, Sita, may happily dwell and delight upon the mountain slopes. I shall take care of everything for you, whether you are awake or asleep. Bhavamstu saha Vaidehya girisanusuramsyate aham sarvam karishyami jagrata swapatashyate. So now, coming back to this thing here. Oh, where did this go? Okay. So Ramachandra was sleeping and Lakshmana Swami refused to sleep. And as per the promise, aham sarvam karishyami jagrata swapatashyate, as per that promise, Lakshmana Swami, he was doing pradakshina around Ramachandra when Ramachandra was sleeping. So he was gently doing pradakshina. And looking at this, Guha got a doubt that does Lakshmana have an ill intention, have a bad intention in his mind? Does he want to be the king? Does he want to become the king? That's why he's doing pradakshina around Ramachandra quietly like that. Is he plotting something against Ramachandra? Guha is thinking like this. So the center of the circles here is Ramachandra and the blue circle is Lakshmana. And thinking like this, Guha also started doing pradakshina around Lakshmana. The brown or orange the circle is Guha. Now the gray circle, yesterday I told something incorrectly here. So I read it again and I am correcting that now. The gray circle is the followers of Guha doing pradakshina around Guha. But yesterday I told that the followers of Guha, they are doing pradakshina around Guha, thinking that if Lakshmana Swami tries to attack on Guha, then they want to protect Guha. But that's not the correct thing. The followers of Guha, their goal is also to protect Ramachandra. And interestingly, what they were thinking, when they saw Guha doing pradakshina around Lakshmana, you know what the followers were thinking? The followers of Guha were thinking that, because Guha, he is a Nishata Jati king. He is aggressive and a little rough in his dealings. So he's a nice person, but because of the nature, sometimes he can become crazy. So the followers of Guha are thinking, sometimes our master Guha can become unpredictable. Maybe he has an ill intention. Maybe he wants the kingdom. He wants to kill Lakshmana Swami, and then maybe eventually he wants to kill Ramachandra. So thinking this, they want to protect Ramachandra. That's why they also started doing pradakshina around Guha. Now there are 3 layers: Lakshmana, Guha, and the followers of Guha. Everybody doing pradakshina around Ramachandra. The single goal is protecting Rama. But everybody is thinking differently. Everybody is thinking differently, but the goal is same. The goal is to protect Rama. So it's an interesting episode here. And Sarita, she sent a message to me today. After hearing this episode yesterday, she was doing some deep analysis, meditation, and then she came up with some beautiful points connecting this with the three different components of human life. The three different components of human life are gross body, subtle body, and then there is a soul. Gross body is made up of Pancha Mahabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, ether. And subtle body is made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. The gross body has senses, and subtle body has mind, intelligence, and false ego. And then there is a consciousness, the soul, Jivatma. So if we consider the Jivatma like that center of the circles, Ramachandra, everybody is doing pradakshina around this Jivatma. The senses are doing pradakshina, the mind is doing pradakshina, intelligence is doing pradakshina, the false ego, ahankara, is doing pradakshina. Everybody is thinking differently, but the goal is to be happy. The goal is to protect the soul. But everybody is thinking differently. So I'll forward that message in the group tomorrow. You all can hear that. But yeah, she spent a good amount of time meditating on that. Thank you, Sarita, for that. Okay. What else?
Prabhuji, when did they start trusting each other, Prabhuji?
When did we start?
They were not trusting each other, like, right? Guha was not trusting Lakshmana, and the people were not trusting their king. So when they started trusting each other?
Oh, when did they start trusting each other?
Yeah.
So how did this confusion get cleared, right?
Yeah, that everyone have the same goal.
Yeah. So there's a conversation, there's a dialogue between Lakshmana and Guha. So Lakshmana Swami looking at Ramachandra sleeping. Lakshmana Swami is recollecting all the royal comforts of Ramachandra in Ayodhya, how he used to sleep on royal silk beds, and now he's sleeping on not so comfortable bed here. So, and then he was explaining his emotions, feelings to Guha. Hearing all this, Guha understood about Lakshmana Swami very nicely. And hearing all this, the followers of Guha also understood about Guha and Lakshmana Swami both. So in fact, that is given in, I'll show you that. So this is explained in Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, 51st Sarga, 51st chapter. For everybody, I'll keep English here, Roman. So how many shlokas are there? Maybe we can try to read. Okay, 27 shlokas. Okay, let's read this. Yeah, so here. Deeply moved to see Lakshmana, scion of the Raghus, keeping awake all night without any pretense for his brother's sake, Guha spoke. "O dear prince, this comfortable bed has been arranged for you. Rest happily on this bed." we are used to all kinds of. So this is what happened, right? First, Lakshmana Swami was just doing pradakshina around Ramachandra, and seeing this, Guha offered a bed, a separate bed to Lakshmana. And Lakshmana Swami is saying this: we are used to all kinds of suffering, and you, I think this is Guha only. Yeah, we are used to all kinds of suffering, and you to comfort. We will keep vigil during the night for the protection of Rama, descendant of the Kakutsas. For me, there is none dearer than Rama in this world. I speak the truth. I swear by truth. I am seeking supreme fame in this world through the attainment of Dharma and acquisition of abundant Artha by the grace of Rama alone. I, along with my kinsmen, bow in hand, will protect my dear friend Rama with Sita from every side. Wandering about in this forest all the time, there is nothing unknown to me. We can withstand even a vast army of 4 divisions. And then Lakshmana started telling. Lakshmana said to Guha, O sinless one, when all of us are under your righteous protection, we have nothing to fear. When Rama, son of Dasharatha, sleeps on the ground with Sita, how can I sleep or leave or enjoy pleasures? So this is that shloka. Katam Dasharatho bhumau shayane sahasitaye sakya nidra maya labdum jivitam va sukhaniva. And then he's recollecting all the royal comforts from Ayodhya and expressing his deep emotions. Look at that Rama, whom all the gods and demons cannot face in war, sleeps so comfortably on the grass with Sita. This favorite son of Dasharatha, who has similar traits like his father, was born after rigorously practiced austerities accompanied by Vedic mantras. When he is banished, the king will not live long. Surely this land will soon be widowed. All the women, having cried so much, must have quietened down out of sheer exhaustion. This is why perhaps the sounds from the royal palace have ceased. I doubt whether all of them, the King Kausalya and my mother Sumitra, can survive this night. My mother may live looking forward to Shatragna, but alas, Kausalya may die, separated from her valiant son. So Sumitra has two sons, Lakshmana and Shatrugna. And Kaikeyi has one son, Bharata. Kausalya has one son, Rama. So Lakshmana is saying that Sumitra might still survive because Shatrugna is still there in Ayodhya. But Kausalya, she has only one son, Rama. So she may die separated from her valiant son. That city of Ayodhya is full of loyal people. It brings them happiness. It is dear to them. It will perish due to the sad demise of the king. How can the noble king survive unable to see his high-souled beloved eldest son? Subsequent to the death of the king, Kausalya will die and my mother will follow her. Past is past. My father, brooding over his desire of installing Rama as king, unfulfilled will perish. Those who will remain present around the king, my father, at the time of his death, and perform the funeral rites, have their desires fulfilled, for they could attend the king's obsequies. They will roam about happily in the capital city of my father, with its lovely squares, well-aligned broad highways, its mansions, palaces, full of chariots, elephants, horses. It will be echoing with the sound of trumpets. It will be full of the welfare of all. It will be graced by the fairest of courtesans, filled with well-nourished and contented people. The city, dotted with several pleasure gardens and parks, will look splendid with community festivals and fairs. So here in this paragraph, Lakshmana Swami is using Ninda Stuti. He's saying that in the previous shloka, he's saying that those who will remain present around the king, my father, at the time of his death, and perform the funeral rites, have their desires fulfilled. That means he's saying that they will be happy. How can they be happy? Seeing Dasharatha dying. If they attend the funeral of Dasharatha, how can they be happy? And all the royal comforts of Ayodhya that he is describing in this paragraph here. So he's saying that the citizens of Ayodhya will enjoy all these comforts. So this is a Ninda Stuti. That means he's indirectly saying that even though there are so many royal comforts like this, the capital city is filled with well-aligned broad highways, parks, mansions, palaces, chariots, elephants, horses. Still, they will not be happy.
Prabhuji, I think he's talking about Bharata, Prabhuji. He's angry about him. He's talking about Bharata, I think, Prabhuji. And Bharata and Kaikeyi.
Those who will remain...
because he gives a clue that perform the funeral rites. Because Bharata can do that, right? This is...
Yeah. Those who will remain present around the king, my father, at the time of his death, and perform the funeral rites, have their desires fulfilled, for they could attend the king's obsequies. Maybe, yeah, maybe he's talking about Kaikeyi and Bharata.
She only asked for the desire.
Yeah. Yeah, he's saying, here, subsequent to death of the king, Kausalya will die and my mother Sumitra will also die. So who is remaining? Kaikeyi is remaining. And, Bharata, Shatrugna will remain. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah. So all these royal comforts, he's saying that they'll be enjoyed by Kaikeyi, Bharata, Shatrugna. And the citizens of Ayodhya, even though all these comforts are there, but they cannot enjoy. Without Rama, without Dasharatha, it's like a desert for them. Despite having all these comforts in the city, it is like a desert. Will the king be still alive? Will we see the noble king again on our return from exile after the fulfillment of his vows? Now, these are the speculations going on in his mind. These are the deeper emotions going on in his mind that he is expressing to Guha. Will we ever be able after completion of the exile, to enter the city of Ayodhya along with Rama, who is true to his promise. While that noble prince Lakshmana, tormented with grief, stood thus wailing, that night passed off. Out of great friendship with Guha, Lakshmana thus told the true story of Prince Rama in the interest of his subject Guha. Guha, on hearing it, was deeply afflicted with grief and pain and began shedding tears like an elephant suffering from fever. So in the commentary of this shloka, the commentary is not here, but the Acharya's commentary of this shloka, when Guha, after hearing everything from Lakshmana, he realizes that what he was thinking about Lakshmana was actually not correct. He understood the heart of Lakshmana. And upon hearing this conversation, the followers of Guha also, they also change their mind. So let's see, there are other slides. Yeah. Now, after waking up in the morning, Ramachandra asks Guha to give some milk that is extracted from banyan tree, like marri chettu. That milk, or it's actually called latex. That latex is used to apply on the hair, because Rama has taken a vow to remain like a tapasvi in Vanavasa. So he wanted to put on that attire of tapasvi, like matted hair looks and clothes made out of tree barks, all those things. He wanted to wear a simple attire like a tapasvi, like a sadhu. So when Rama dressed up in tree bark clothes and applied banyan tree latex, and he had that matted hair locks, Guha started crying. He could not tolerate seeing Rama in this attire. And Guha offered his kingdom to Rama. Guha, he has a small kingdom, Nishada community. He's the king of Nishada community. And within that small community, he's as powerful as Dasharatha. Dasharatha is powerful in Ayodhya in his capacity. But here, Guha is also equally powerful in his capacity for this small community, Nishada Jati community. So the Guha is saying, "Oh my friend, please treat this as your kingdom. You don't have to go to the forest. You are a Kshatriya. You need a kingdom. Take my kingdom. This is your kingdom. You don't have to go anywhere." But Rama refused everything, and he wanted to go to the Dandakaranya forest. See, all these people, Guha, are the followers of Guha. Guha, okay, to some extent we can understand. He's a friend of Rama, and he's little better than the followers of Guha. Guha is also illiterate, but he has some high power. But the followers of Guha, they are illiterate, they do not know anything, they don't have any intellect. So when they hear about anything about God, how can they understand And how can they be attracted to the gunas of Bhagavan? Now we are hearing, we can understand. We can understand the gunas. At least theoretically, we can understand the Saundarya, Sausheelyam, Madhurya, Audarya, Gambhirya, Karunya, Vatsalya. We can understand. The theory part we can understand. But the followers of Guha, they cannot understand even that also. So for such kind of people, how will they be attracted to God, or how they were attracted to Ramachandra? So one Acharya comments very beautifully, saying that for those who are illiterate, for those who cannot understand the Guna Vaibhavam of Bhagavan, for those who cannot read the scriptures and understand various qualities of God, for them Bhagavan will attract them simply with his beauty, Saundaryam. Pumsam drishti chitta apaharam. Pumsam drishti chitta apaharam. Pumsam means human beings. Drishti, the eyes. Chitta, mind. Apaharam, stolen away. Simply by, if the eyes of people, if they simply look at the beautiful form of Bhagavan, their mind will be stolen away. So that's why Bhagavan's Archamurti Vigraha in the temples is very attractive. Even for those people who do not spend time in reading Shastra, understanding the qualities of Bhagavan, still Bhagavan attracts them with his beauty. That's why people simply come and sit in the temple looking at the deity. They are mesmerized with the beauty of Bhagavan. But that is only for the people who are illiterate. If you are educated, if you can understand, if you can read and understand, if you can hear and understand, then we must read Shastra, we must read Guna Vaibhavam, we must hear about the Guna Vaibhavam of the Lord and understand. Now we cannot take an excuse that, for illiterate people, Bhagavan is giving this option. Let me also consider myself as illiterate. I will not read any Shastra. No, we will not get that benefit. If we also do that, if we have the ability and we pretend that we don't have that ability and we want to take the shortcut, Bhagavan will not show mercy like that. Talking about Guna Vaibhavam, right? For those of you, we discussed this in Sunday's class in Bothell, in Linwood. But for those who were not there in that class, this is a list of 16 qualities of Bhagavan. Valmiki asks Narada Muni in the beginning of Ramayana, Konvasmin Sampratam Loke Gunavan Kasya Viryavan Dharmajnascha Kritajnascha Satyavakyo Dridavrataka Charitrena cha Koyuktaha Satyavakyo Dridavratah, and so on. So these are the 16 qualities. Gunavan, Dharmajna, Viryavan, Samartha, Satyavakya, Charitrena, Dridavrata, Dhyutiman, Kritajna, Sarvabhuteshu Hitaha, Vidvan, Atmavan, Priyadarshana, Anasuyaka, Jitakroda, Vibhyati Deva. 16 qualities. Out of these 16 qualities, we have been discussing about the first one, Gunavan, the Sausheelyata. Sausheelyata and Saulabhyata. Sausheelyata means the good character or Bhagavan's nature of coming down from higher position to lower position and mixing with everybody. Just like Valmiki in Valmiki Ramayana, Valmiki gives an example. Just like how water mixes with water so easily. Just like that, Ramachandra mixes with everybody so easily. Coming down from his higher position to lower position, he mixes with everybody so easily. Whether it is Vibhishana, Sugriva, Hanuma, Guha, or the squirrels, everybody. Shabari, yeah. He was even ready to accept Ravana also.
Trijata, yeah, he accepted Trijata also.
Yeah. And he did not even have any hatred for Kaikeyi. In fact, after returning from Lanka to Ayodhya, the first person he goes and meets with is Kaikeyi. He did not have any hatred. So he mixes with people just like how water mixes with water. And Valmiki gives another analogy to illustrate this nature of Ramchandra. Just like how Samudra, the Sagara, ocean, it invites all kinds of water flows into it. There is a water coming from small rivers, big rivers, seas. Water is coming from different water bodies and entering into the ocean. And the ocean is happily inviting. Ocean is happily letting all kinds of water bodies entering into it. Just like that, Ramachandra, he is inviting everybody to come and mix with him. He doesn't have any barriers. He's not putting any boundaries. He's not restricting anybody. All inclusive. This is all inclusive nature. So we have been reading Sankshepa Ramayana every day since last 2-3 weeks, right? So this shloka is in Sankshepa Ramayana actually. In the beginning of Sankshepa Ramayana shlokas, yeah, 16th and 17th shloka. Sankshepa Ramayana, 16th and 17th. Sarvada bigatas sadbhi samudra iva sindubhihi aryas sarva samaschaiva sadaika priya darshanaha. Sacha sarva gunopetaha kausalya nandavardanaha samudra iva gambirye dhairyena himamaniva. Samudra iva sindubhihi. So just like how an ocean invites all kinds of water bodies into it. Just like that, Rama invites everybody to come and mix with him. So to illustrate that behavior, this episode of Guha, Rama meeting with Guha, is so prominent in that regard. It shows how Rama is, how much value Rama is giving to Guha. Okay, so it's already 10:11. I'll tell one last thing in another 1 or 2 minutes and we'll conclude with that. Now, many times when we hear this episode of Rama meeting with a boatman, and Rama taking the help of boatman to cross Ganga, we hear two names, Guha and Kevat. So as per Valmiki Ramayana, it is only Guha. There is no Kevat. Kevat is a Hindi word. Kevat means boatman. In Hindi, Kevat means boatman. That Kevat is used in Tulsidas Ramayanam, Ramcharitmanas, and also in Kamba Ramayanam. There are 2000 different variations of Ramayana. Different devotees and acharyas, they have written different Ramayanas. So that is one. Kevat is not there in Valmiki Ramayana. And another thing is, we hear that story, right? When Ramachandra, is about to step into the boat, then the boatman refuses to let him in, because as soon as Ramachandra puts his step, then even a stone will turn into a beautiful lady like Ahalya. Then this boatman is worried. If Ramachandra steps into his boat, and then if he steps if Ramachandra steps on a stone, that will turn into a beautiful lady, and then the boatman has to take care of that lady also. He already has wife and children, and then on top of that, another lady, he has to take care of her also. So that is not there in Valmiki Ramayana. And another thing, after crossing the Ganga river, when Rama wanted to give some fees to the boatman, he was not carrying any money. Ramachandra was not carrying any money. Then Sitamma, she gives her ring that has Rama's name, Rama Mudrika. Okay, the Rama Mudrika Angulikam. Sitamma gives it to Ramachandra and asks him to give it to the boatman. And Ramachandra does that. And then the boatman says, "Oh my lord, I cannot accept anything from you, because in our business we have a policy. We cannot accept remuneration from the people of same kind of profession." Then Ramachandra asks, so I am a Kshatriya, I am a king. So you are saying you are also a king? Then the boatman says, no, not that, my lord. I am not saying I am the king. I am saying I am a boatman, and you are also a boatman. I am a boatman who will help people cross the river. And you are the boatman, you are a transcendental boatman who will help cross people from this material world.
Kaivartaka Keshava.
Kaivartaka Keshava. Kaivartaka Keshava. So again, this story is also not in Valmiki Ramayana. It is either from Ramcharitmanas or Kamba Ramayana or somewhere.
I know the other version, another version, Prabhuji. When Rama says, I want to give you something, then Guha actually says, oh, how will you give? I am a king, how will you give? You are not a king anymore. So I cannot take something, because you already don't have anything. How can I take something from you? You are not king anymore, but I am a king, so I can't take from you. So then Rama says, okay, in that case, I will be your servant. Whatever you tell me, I will do for you. And then Guha says, no, then you be like a boatman for me in my life, and that time you give me you cross the journey for me.
Yeah. So yeah, all these variations, they are
I
also.
one story, Prabhuji, just want to tell. So after marriage, Rama want to hold Sita's hands. So she said, wait, and she will remove her bangles which has stones in it. So she will say, I heard that you stepped on a stone and it became one lady, and my bangles are having so many stones.
So these are all imaginations of
correct,
poets. Yeah, these are all imaginations of poets. Yeah, while we can hear, we can read those, and I try to get some inspiration of bhakti, but I think when we are reading Shastras, when you are reading Bhagavad Gita, it is best to stick to one version of Bhagavad Gita. When you are reading Bhagavatam, it is best to stick to one version of Bhagavatam. Similarly, Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana.
Correct, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Actually, after this only, he promised that I will not marry anyone apart from you. Like that, I read. I was really thinking it is part of Valmiki Ramayana. But
No. Yeah. Sometimes to get some inspiration, because these kind of stories, they're very attractive. More than the original Valmiki Ramayana, these kind of stories are very interesting, very attractive.
yes, Prabhuji, nowadays that olden days Ramanand Sagar took the correct version. That's what we think. But there are many versions in TV serials also after that, and they are doing whatever they like. So.
Yeah.
Mataji, in Ramanand Sagar serial, in every episode, he will come and tell, for the purpose of serial, we are taking the information from various sources. He himself told.
Oh, it is not only Valmiki. Okay.
Yes, he himself told.
I was very small child that time. I don't remember that part.
Yeah, he used to come and say every time that this is mentioned in that Ramayana, this is mentioned in that Ramayana. And so we have come to a common ground and made this like this, something like. Yeah, he will explain those variations also. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But it was a very difficult task. They did a very good job, right? To read like Raman everywhere.
Yeah.
Without VFS, without everything, it was really amazing.
But if you are sincerely reading Valmiki Ramayana itself, that itself is heart melting.
Yes.
See, we just read one chapter, the conversation between Bharata and Guha. That itself is very heart melting. Lakshmana Swami is pouring his heartfelt emotions, deeper emotions. So tomorrow we'll read next chapter where Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, they're ready to cross the river. And there are some conversations there. We'll read that also tomorrow.
Covered only one guna. The remaining 15 gunas.
Yeah, we have another 30-40 years of lifetime.
So this will continue up to the 30-40 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Anantam. Vishnu is Anantam. Vishnu Katha is Anantam. So we need at least 16 lifetimes to discuss 16 qualities. Yeah. Okay. We'll pause for today here. Mangalam Kausalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Shri Sita Rama Lakshmana Hanumani ki Jai. Shri Valmiki Ramayana ki Okay. Hare Krishna. See you all tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri
Krishna.
Krishna, Jai Shri Rama.
Pranamalu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bye Akshara.
Bye.